It's week 7.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1.
The Raiders take over first.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 15 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's caught by Myers. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A 6-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Coverage by Byron.
And it's Garoppolo. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. With the Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 24 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, He has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Vikings.
Now back to throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
On
3.
2nd down, Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Trayvon Merrick on the tackle. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Complete to Dalvin Cook.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7. First down, Vikings.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And it's 3rd down.
He's got his man. It's touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Garoppolo now.
2nd and 6.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Just a low 3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Garoppolo. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second
on play action. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end Sample.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
To Drew Sample. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd
on play action. It's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He was brought down by Marcus Epps. A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll drop to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 4-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little on just about every occasion. Somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape. As we look around the NFL here in week number 7, we'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that's going to tie us at 13.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
Finding space at the 40.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and they have regained the lead.
So they're able to answer back here in the 3rd quarter with a field goal of their own to move back in front by 3.
It's like watching a tennis match, isn't it? Who's going to be able to break serve? Is it going to be Borg or is it going to be McEnroe, one of the great Grand Slam epics? Go ahead and look it up, folks.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now back to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
misses. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. Jacobs going to try the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Jacobs, the ball carrier, taken down at the 41.
Play action. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A fumble on the play.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. A little juke. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Max Crosby. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. So it's another field goal, his third of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring them level now.
I like how you put that in there, that it brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Open man is Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Trucks over him. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo now.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start the drive with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
They'll set up to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
Complete to T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
It's
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running off tackle with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Complete to T.J. Hockenson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So out come the Raiders.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a throw over the middle. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
Number 4.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw, Garoppolo.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Garoppolo to throw. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Garoppolo's throw there complete to Myers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And it's caught. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan Hicks in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even into overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Handoff comes to Cook.
Designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Vikings.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings first down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Loss of 3 yards.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
For the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Raiders offense ready to go. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
34-yard line. It's a pickup of
on
3.
2nd and 7. Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4.
From the 44, Garoppolo. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six, and I think they were